Supreme Court will issue a decision on President Obama's health care law on Thursday. Now, before we hear from the High Court, let's hear from our very own High Judge, Fox News senior judicial analyst, Judge Andrew Napolitano, weighing in. Love that you're here. And I love that you said the statute is unconstitutional at its core. Why was it passed originally?
Well, it was passed originally because the president's and Mrs. Pelosi's original goal was to have single payer. They basically wanted to do away with private insurance and personal payment of health care and wanted Medicare for everyone from cradle to grave. When they were unable to get that even from Democrats, they came up with this mishmash. And I call it a mishmash because very few persons have read it from beginning to end, the notorious 2,700 pages.
But do you think it was a give back to their constituents at all? A little calculated effort on their part?
I think it was created by political reality. It was eventually pushed for by big pharma and the big insurance companies because it requires that everybody have insurance and that the insurance companies or the government will pay for the medications. So they didn't do this alone. They did this with the compelling support of aspects of our society. But of course, remember, not a single Republican voted for this in either house of Congress.
Right. So super political. Okay, let's play out Thursday. What happens?
Well, you know, we don't like to guess these things, but we're within 48 hours of it, Tracy. My view is that the court will invalidate the individual mandate, that is the requirement that everybody have health insurance as a condition of living here.
Okay.
And I think it will also invalidate the order to the states that they raise taxes and spend the taxes on an expansion of Medicare. If Chief Justice Roberts writes the opinion, he has the belief that when the court is invalidating a statute, it should do so on the narrowest grounds, deferring to Congress and everything else. So if he writes the opinion, I believe it will only invalidate the mandate and the order to the states. If Justice Scalia or Justice Kennedy writes the opinion, I think it will be a broader and more sweeping invalidation.
Isn't that so interesting, though, that just the author of the could change the lives of everybody?
Well, yes and no. I mean, remember, the author of the opinion has to write an opinion that has at least 4 other justices agreeing with it. Okay. There could be, I don't want to scare people, but there could be give and take going on even as we speak in order to retain a group of 5 or perhaps enhance it to 6 or maybe even 7 so as perhaps to enhance the credibility of the decision because of the larger majority.
I mean, because that was a thought, and we thought we were getting this vote on Monday. Now here we are waiting for Thursday, and many were speculating that, you know what, maybe they just don't know which way to go with it. They need more time.
Well, frequently there is a core of justices who agree, and then there's 1 or 2 justices at the fringe who will only come along with the majority if certain concessions are made. We don't know who that is or if the concessions are made. On the other hand, this may have been written a month ago.
Yeah.
And the court is interested in drama the likes of which we haven't seen in years and which we will all see here on Thursday morning.
Yes, that's quite control. Judge, every time I talk to you, I want to go to law school.
Oh, you're so sweet.
He's so great.
You got
Judge
a pretty good job
Napolitano.
now,
Yeah,
Tracy Burns.
I get to talk to you.
Thank you for having me.